Hello. The Alchemistic Woodcut Tarot. D.W. Prudence. Secret Wisdom of the Ages. And we're going to shuffle them up and get a few cards and see what the new message is from this book. From D.W. Prudence and his research. Take that shirt off before the band bakes up. Before the band bakes up. Before you make the band break up. Wedding singer. Take that shirt off before you make the band break up. All right. Here we go. All right, Spirit. What's the wisdom? The oneness. Page of Alchemists. Let's get one more card. Page of Alchemist. It's number 11 card. Two more cards. That equal 10. I have the 8. 8 of Mystics. And we have 2 of Pages. Looks like they're in a cave or near a cave, a bridge, natural bridge, something. 2 of Pages. So we have 11 and 10. 10, 11. Well, we can go in order of number and read them. 2 of Pages, or we can go in order of how they came out. I think we should go on the order they came out. Page of Alchemist was first, number 11. Page of Alchemists. We're reading this card. Page of Alchemist came from Quinta Essentia's 1574 book. The image on the Page of Alchemist card is taken from the 1574 German alchemist book Quinta Essentia. The woman on the card sits on a treasure chest and holds a key. Her mouth is padlocked shut, symbolizing that she is committed to keeping secret the wisdom she has acquired. At the bottom right of the image is the Bible, denoting that the wisdom she holds is spiritual in nature. Alchemists engage in a great work. Alchemists engaged in the great work of transforming base metals into gold, or in a spiritual sense, perfecting the human soul. Alchemists use symbolism as the means to encode their efforts so outsiders would not understand their pursuits. The one on the card wears a crown, such as the crown of righteousness described in the book of Revelations, or the crown, the Keter, at the top of the Jewish Kabbalah. Around her head is the nimbus, which represents enlightenment. This card represents secret knowledge and enlightenment. It represents spiritual understanding and discernment so that the enlightened person knows when to share her knowledge and when to conceal her treasure. The woman on the card does not give what is holy to the dogs, nor does she cast her pearls before swine. Matthew 7, verse 6. This card appears in the tarot spread, then it speaks about secrets. The inquiry should use caution in whom he or she trusts before sharing important information. Generally, the card represents acquired wisdom and using discernment as to who you share your secret with. And the Eight of Mystics was the next card. Eight of Mystics. Ecology. Iconology. 1791 was the book it came from. Iconology. Well, I'll show the picture again. I'm sorry about the reflections from behind. Number 8. The Eight of Mystics card addresses concerns of humanity, compassion, and selfishness. Jesus states that all of the Torah and prophets could be summed up in 2 commandments. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is, like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these 2 commandments hang all the laws of the prophets. Matthew chapter 27 or 22, verse 37 through 40. King James Version published 1611. The image on the Eight of Mystics card shows different aspects of humanity. One woman supports a mother bird that is feeding and caring for her young. The woman is also giving money to a person in need. Next to her is a human mother who is sheltering and protecting her child from the world. At the bottom of it is a woman killing her child. The card could be seen as a statement of abortion, since it addresses the willingness of a mother to either put herself or her child first. But this woodcut was created long before today's Western laws on the matter were constructed. The abortion laws were constructed. These cards deal with human actions. Some people have empathy and compassion with others. They follow the golden rule, Luke chapter 6, verse 31. And they love their neighbors as themselves. Other people are selfish. They live only for their own pleasure and live as if there were no consequences. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we shall die. Isaiah chapter 22, verse 13, King James Version 1611. Published 1611. Now the 2 images. Be careful who you share your wisdom with, and then choices of how you can interact. I think there's only one choice, I think. Caring for the mother, the caring mother protecting the child from the world. 2 images. I guess there's modern day choices though. Okay. Recueil des Emblemes d'Eurs. 1638 was the book that the 2 pages came from. Shows a multi-headed dog, 3-headed dog maybe, and down the ground or in the cave, a luthier or a guitar player, and a woman with her arms open, and the bridge in the back. Okay. 2 images can depict Orpheus and Eurydice and Hades. Hermes invited the lyre out, the guitar player, out of a turtle shell and 7 strings. Hermes invented the lyre out of a turtle shell and 7 strings. But after being caught stealing cattle from Apollo, Hermes traded this lyre to Apollo and was given the caduceus wand. Orpheus was the son of Apollo and became a skilled musician and could enchant men and beasts with his music. Orpheus fell in love with Eurydice and they got married. However, on their way home from the wedding ceremony, they were ambushed in the forest, and while running away, Eurydice was bitten by a deadly snake and died. Orpheus traveled to the underworld in an attempt to bring Eurydice back from the realm of the dead. He sang and played the lyre for King Hades, Queen Persephone, and Cerberus, which is the 3-headed dog that guarded the entrance of the Hades. And his song moved them so much that they granted his request. Hades told Orpheus that Eurydice would follow him to the land of the living with the one condition that Orpheus not look at her until they are out of the underworld. Orpheus walked to the exit Hades, but before Eurydice made it out of the darkness, Orpheus looked back toward her, and she was pulled back into the land of the dead. Afterward, Zeus sent Hermes to guard the entrance to Hades, so Orpheus missed his only opportunity to be with his love. The lesson of the card is to follow instructions and stay focused on your goal until you reach them. Do not miss opportunities by letting your emotions supersede your reason. Prior to destroying Sodom and Gomorrah, God sent angels to rescue Lot and his family. They were escorted out of the doomed city under the conditions that they don't look back. Genesis 19, chapter 17. But Lot's wife looked back and was turned into a pillar of salt in Genesis chapter 19, verse 19. The lesson of the card is about following instructions and not looking back or longing for the past. Be in the present. The 3 elements of the alchemy were present at the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. The city was destroyed by burning sulfur. The body of Lot's wife turned into salt, and the God's guided spirit was represented by the angels guiding the family to safety. The body of Lot's wife stood as a remembrance, not to look back or to long for the past. Only you have committed to following a better path. Jesus sought disciples who were willing to follow him and not look back and to make excuses. No man have put his hand to the plow and looked back. It fits for the kingdom of God. Luke chapter 9, verse 63. After committing to the great work, you must be willing to let go of the past in order to advance beyond it. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom in the rain, fire, and brimstone from heaven had destroyed them all, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. In the day he which shall be upon the housetop and is stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Luke chapter 17, verses 29 through 33 on King James, published 1611. This card deals with the commitment. It it appears in terror spread. It serves as a reminder to stay the course and to persevere. Keep working toward your goals until your goals you achieve them. It can also be interpreted as a reminder not to allow your heart to overrule your mind and to let your emotions get the better of you. Do not dwell on the past, but look toward the future. Finally, it stresses the need to follow instructions. If you are given an opportunity for a better future, don't mess things up by disobeying the rules, and be willing to follow through with your commitment. And that was the reading. Be careful who you share your wisdom with, and choose wisely how to act to bring up the new generation, and never look back, and follow your heart and the instructions that were given to you. All right. Well, as above, so below.